Hello, my name is Lara Islas Flores, and this is reality assignment number 11. And for this reality assignment, I just need to answer some couple of questions about the my reflections about the death and dying process. So, okay, for the first question, it says briefly describe the three processes of death, and how does the USA define death? Okay, the three phases of death, basically they are like some stages that people pass through when they lost somebody. It depends. It can be different, like if it is their own death and someone else is dead, or somebody that is closer to them. So that, yeah, that's what basically is these three phases is what people go through during this during their, it can be their own dead and somebody else's dead. For the USA, how they define dead, they basically just define as, it says, dead has always been a central concern of the law. The main legal issue related to be included law that determine whether the death has occurred, as well as when and how it occurred, and whether or not another individual it is involved on it. So basically the USA, they just seen like somebody's like somebody just dead, so they basically more into the to if it was caused by somebody, or it was natural death and stuff like that. And for the second question, it says, how have development in technology and medicine impact the death and dying process? Okay, for this thing, I believe the medicine and the technology have really impact the process of death and dying, because, for example, with these different technologies that now it can decrease the mortality rate. And this reason is some kind of ills, like for example when somebody is in coma, um, they connected to the different machines that make the body stay alive and the person stay alive. So like it decreased the mortality rate and somehow. But I mean, before, when they haven't discovered this type of machines that it can like get this person, like it can get it like alive, um like that's the reason that it has decreased the mortality rate. And also it has slower the process, like some kind of medicines that just they not treating uh, like to treat to like finish the heal. It's not, but sometimes there's different kind of medicine, like for different ills they give it to that person, and like makes it to be more less painful, and give them basically these type of medicines also impact this the process of the dead and dying, because it gives them more time with their peers to just being with them and to say the last things and stuff. So I guess that's the different parts that the medicine and the technology has impact on the dead and dying process. For the third one, it says, how should make I'm so sorry, who should make end of life decision, such as removal of filling tube, like how I said these different machines, when the patient's wishes are unclear, and why? Okay, for this thing, I believe it's better like if the family they take this decision over, if they believe it is better to disconnect the person, because for example when somebody's in coma, how I say like before, they not able to talk, they just right there on bed connected, they are dependent on these machines. So if I believe, like if the doctor says that it's no more possibility that the person is not just gonna come back and be okay again. That he basically, for being alive, he has to be his whole life on the bed and right there. I don't think that is a good type of living. So not even for the family or the person. So in these cases, these extremely cases, I believe the better person to decide over this stuff, it could be the family members that are more closer to this person, because I feel like they will kind of do the best that they believe is for that like particular person that is on like dependent on these machines. So yeah, I believe that's the reason why family members should be the ones who take the decision on it. For the fourth one, it says, what are some legal documents identified too that can help facilitate and support these decisions, and specify what purpose of each of these documents serve. So I think one document that can be very beneficial, I guess, is the testament. And what I know is that this, when you like when the person is alive and they make this testament, right there you can put like all the wishes that you like, all your last things that you want them to do with your body, and different stuff, like if you want to be cremated or you want to be buried. So you can use that like the testament, and also you can show right there, like for example, if you have different properties and you want one of your son or daughter or another family member to have them responsibility of your stuff, right there you can also describe who you want to take care of that thing. So I think this document is very beneficial for this part, because sometimes like if you do this, like you can put also on the testament that if you like in some rare case you just start having an ill, that for example, how I say before, that you are in coma and that you're really dependent on these machines, and during that moment that you're in coma, you're not able to decide over something or tell them what you want them to do. I think it is better if you put this all these wishes that you want for your life. It is very important to put them there for your family can know, and also to talk to your family what you want them to do with you when you're not alive anymore. Another document, I look at them and I see that there is another document that it is named Advance Directive. So this document basically is the same thing. It's kind of the same thing like in the testament. It's just that on the testament is more like properties, what you want your properties to be with. It's more like that. And for the advanced directive, this document is basically more over your wishes, what you want your family that do with your body, where they, if you want to be cremated, like I say, if you want to be buried. So like how do you want to die, if you want to die at the hospital, or you want them to keep trying until you like can be alive, or if you want to die at home, like those different kind of wishes that you want, you can put them there. So I think that will be another good document that can help. um so for the fifth question, it says, do you believe a patient should have the right to end their life? Why? I'm sorry, with or without assistance in the face of illnessness. Explain your position. Okay. Okay, this particular question, I believe that is depend. like it depends on what kind of ill that somebody has. I'm a very religious person, so I believe that the only person that can take up your life is God. And I know different people has um, different point of view, that they have different religions, but for me and my point of view, I believe it's better that because God, He's the only one that can give you your life and takes it from you. But I also believe that it depends. Absolutely, right here in the question it says with or without assistance. I believe that is better with assistance. I will never, never, never believe that it is better without assistance, because right there you're making suicide, and I don't think that's really good. So, for this particular situation, how I say it, I can say that I can, like, I believe that people can decide whether to choose to live or not. It depends on their kind of illnessness. For example, if they dying of cancer and they telling them to that they just have like 3 or 4 more months, but they really in pain, like they bad in pain, and yet they have really bad symptoms. So I believe that if, like, even if they have different kind of like medicine that in that pain doesn't go away, I believe it is like every single person has the right to choose if they want to still live, because if they really suffering, I also believe that God doesn't want you to suffer like that. So I don't I don't believe that. I believe that you have to do it with the assistant, like with the doctors, and talk to them what you wanted to do. But without assistant, I'm not approving that. Like, I don't agree with that. But with assistant, just in extremely cases, I believe that it will be okay. But if you are with cancer and you have, like, I don't know, a different medicine that take off the pain and take off other all the other stuff, or you have another ill that you don't have any symptoms, and you're just waiting for your death, I believe it is better just to wait and not just to commit and take off your life. So yeah, that's my point of view. For the last question, it says, what is your perception of appropriate death? I guess my perception of appropriate death, it would be that to death in like death like however you want. For example, in my case, I never would like to die at the hospital. I just don't like it. I know I want to be a nurse, but I don't want to be dying at the hospital. I want to be with my family, with my peers, and I would like to die in my bed. And I don't know if God give me that opportunity of dying at my bed, and I don't know, with all my family, that would be like my best thing. So for me, an appropriate death would be to die however you, or however each person want. Maybe other person has different opinions. Maybe they prefer to die at the hospital or something else, or they don't care. But for me, it is better if you die however you need, you however you want to die. So I feel that's your appropriate, even if God gives you that opportunity to decide how do you want to die. I guess the best thing is to die however you want to die, because one day everyone is gonna die. So I guess it is really, really important that people talk to their families and peers, for they can know. Like when I was doing this reality, I was commenting this with my family. I also realized that a lot of my peers, they don't know what I really want. And I guess this is really important for everyone to talk to their peers and tell them how they want to die, or how they want to die. Because I wouldn't like somebody tell me that they would like cremate me. I was like, no, maybe I want to be buried. So you need to talk to them. So thank you. This is reality assignment number 11, and thank you.